Hello. Thanks for checking back into BCBR. We have a very exciting taste challenge in store for you today. It involves Budweiser Select 55, one of the lowest rated beers on internet, Untapped and the other ones, but not the lowest because I looked at Milwaukee's Best Light, and that is a little bit lower. Budweiser Select 55 gets a 1.87 with 13,000 reviews. Milwaukee's Best Light gets a 1.82. All right, that's neither here nor there. This one was donated to me by Tristan at A Beer a Day with TK in his recent beer mail that he sent me. Thank you, Tristan. And this one, Miller 64, was donated by my next door neighbor. And I don't want to say elderly, but an older gentleman who used to drink a lot of German beer and now has switched to light beer, for health reasons. And he likes this one. I have had it because he gave me a can before, and I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was actually decent. And let's see here. We'll start with Bud Select 55. 2.4% ABV. And like I said, 1.87 with 13,000 ratings. Select 55 is a golden lager with caramel malts and a blend of imported and domestic hops, or so they claim. Miller 64 is a 2.8% ABV, so it's a little bit stronger. And it gets a 1.93 with 23,000 ratings. It's only a little bit better on the ratings. Miller 64 has 64 calories and 2.8% ABV, and somehow still doesn't skimp on taste. All right, so this cup is marked B for Bud. This cup is marked M for Miller. Let's get into it. We'll pour the Miller first, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Tried not to pour a big head. I don't know if you would get big heads with these light beers or not. All right, there's your Miller 64. Now, Budweiser Select 55. The couple people recently reviewed this, TK and Anderson, and Shane's Craft Beer Reviews. They both gave it an abysmal rating, abysmal score. Basically, they said it was awful. So I wanted to compare it to Miller 64 because I've had Miller 64 before, and I didn't think it was all that bad. Sometimes I want a lighter beer, I don't want to feel bloated. And sometimes I actually find them enjoyable. So let's take off the glasses, close my eyes, and whirl them around. Here we go. My next door neighbor is an interesting fellow. In his garage, he's building a shrine to Miller Brewing. Basically, he's covered his walls with cans of Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Miller Genuine Draft. And he's built a car, a train, and he says he's building a chair out of Miller cans. Now, I'm going to get in there to get a video of that, but he has told the beer store up in town, B&B, about it, and they want to send a newspaper guy or maybe somebody to make a video for the media. They want to get a look at it. So I guess after they're done, then I'll get in there. I'll make a little video of it. All right, I don't know which one is which. I lost track as soon as I started spinning them. All right, here we go. Gonna start with the right hand. Cheers. Almost no aroma, tiny bit of sweetness. It's got a prickly carbonation, a slight bit of sweetness, malty sweetness, very little flavor to speak of. Let's try this one. Basically the same thing. Okay, this is going to be tougher than I thought. I thought Miller 64 was going to be noticeably better. But they're not all that different. I think this one has a little less flavor. Let me try this again. Man, they are both lacking in flavor. But they are refreshing, both of them. Beer flavored water, refreshing on a hot day when you don't want to get bloated. And for people like my neighbor, he's got to be 80 years old, and just can't drink the heavy stuff anymore. All right, I'm getting mixed up here. I think this is going to be close to a draw. Neither one of these taste bad to me. They just don't have much taste at all. I wouldn't say either one of these taste bad. I'm going to have a hell of a time picking the right one. But they're both going down easy. I don't know which one is which. There's really not a lot to go on. I'm going to stick with that original thought I had that this one had a little less flavor. And it's only a little bit less. It's a wild guess. I'm going to say this one is Bud 55. This one's Miller 64, and I like this one better. It has just a tiny bit more flavor. Let's open our eyes and see. Oh, crapola. I picked a Bud. Shoot. I guess I like Bud 55 a tiny little bit more than Miller 64. But under the right circumstances, I don't mind drinking these. It is what it is. All right, I got it wrong. So I have to write in my book that Bud Select 55 got a win, and Miller 64 gets a loss. Gosh darn it. Oh well, that's the way it goes. It's all fun. And I wouldn't buy these beers, but if someone gave them to me, like if it was in the summertime, an outdoor picnic or barbecue, and this is what they had, I would drink them. I mean, you could pound them down. They're nothing exciting. And like I said, I wouldn't buy them, but they don't taste bad. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.